Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Capricorn Sun Moon Rising for the third week of August 2019. And thank you so much for your patience. This is the third time that I'm trying to do these readings. Initially, I started with the fire signs. And let me tell you, Aries was the first reading, and I literally deleted that reading right afterwards, which I never do. And it was so personal. It just was very strange. And the same day of the reading, that everything that came up actually happened. So my divine partner, the person that I consider my divine partner, my divine masculine, we had a big we had a big thing happen, okay? And we had been in no communication for a while, but somehow I think I felt like it needed to happen. And I've been doing so much work and energy work on myself, like all summer long, especially during this Cancer season. It was so tough on me, and Mercury retrograde was so tough, and I kind of like held my own, because for me, I felt like if we cannot relate in a real way, if two people cannot come together and be open and transparent and authentic, then what's the point, right? There's no point. So I pulled my energy back, and yes, I was still sending him love. I still I usually do a weekly Reiki session, and I was not really doing that as much, but I was still sending him, like, loving energy or whatnot. But he started this whole thing at 1 o'clock in the morning. He sent me a message the other day that I'm like, just let me be. Just let me be. That's literally the words that I use. Just let me be. And we like across the world from each other, when I tell you. And all of this is going on through messages, okay? Email, text messages, WhatsApp messages, all over the place. So finally, and yesterday was last night, I was watching some readings. Let me see if I can remember whose reading I was watching. I believe it was Eat, Read, Pray, Sal's channel, and he literally had a reading. It was either Aries or Pisces, because he used Vedic astrology, and in Vedic astrology, I'm a Pisces, Sun, Mars, and Venus, and in Western astrology, I am Aries, Sun, Mars, and Venus. So I watch both. My ascendant is Aries in Vedic. So, and he literally used those words, that Aries or Pisces, you're telling this person to let you be. And I was so floored, and I already knew my message that came up when I was trying to do that general reading, and I didn't even know then that it was for me, but I just knew. I felt so unsettled. I left, I meditated, then I went back again, and I tried to, I'm like, okay, I'll start with Leo, I think, after that. And it was still like, my energy was so off. And this is the thing, folks, this is like, like, I don't, if I'm sick, let's say I have a headache, or I'm not feeling well, or something, coming down with a cold, I'm more likely to do a reading, as long as I'm not taking like medication where I feel like it's going to affect me in any way, than if I feel like I'm off energetically, because this is energy work. Like, you feel it. It takes it's not so much like it takes a toll, like it's its own sense of, you can be exhausted sometime energetically, okay, especially if you're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of messages, or you just being, I say, visited, or even, and I don't get mounted by energy. A lot of people I know do, like my sister, she does, but still, I'm telling you this long story, like personal story at the beginning, is to say that, please forgive me for the delay. But today, I'm recording on the 15th. This is full moon day, full moon in Aquarius. This is a great time to release and I will be doing that myself. Google full moon ritual on how to set intentions, especially releasing things that no longer serve you. Okay, and so for me, it was worth it to take that time to really get myself settled, to finish that up, whatever was going on over there with that situation, so I could really ground myself and recenter myself and find my balance, so I can give you my best as far as like connecting with spirit. So it's coming through clean and clear, and it's for you guys, okay? And it's for the best and highest good of everybody who's watching. Yes, the messages are not always super positive. Sometimes it's just that little thing is for that one person. It's what you need to hear right now, but I always deliver the message as best as I can, how it comes through. So Capricorn, you're getting this little spiel here. I'm starting with you this time, and only because it's full moon day and my moon is in Capricorn, and somehow it felt very befitting. Okay, so we're using the wider weight, and as you can tell, this is like the huge card, so they're very hard to shuffle, and I shuffle off camera and meditated on your energy extra hard during this time, Capricorn. And we're about to start here, and I will be cutting the cards, and I'm using the Deviant Moon deck to clarify for you. And here we go, and I'll put a note, a comment to say that this reading starts like at minute 6 if you don't want to hear all of this. But here we go. Spirit, what message guidance do you have for our Capricorn friends? What message guidance do you have for our Capricorn friends? Message guidance do you have for our Capricorn friends? It's very hard to shuffle this card. There we go. And I have small hands. King of Cups, the Magician, and the Seven of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful Capricorn. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the World. Oh wow. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, Capricorn. Beginning and end here, right? You manifested your new beginning, and here it is, and you're also ready to complete that cycle, to walk into that new vortex. That's successful completion here. Okay, King of Cups is the emotional king, right? The cups talk about our emotions, and that's the high, as high as you can get in that suit of cups. Okay, water energy. It could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces that you're dealing with. And I feel like for some of you Capricorn, you may be taking on that energy yourself. Okay, feeling like I'm tapping into your own emotions. Okay, bringing forth your own sense of creative power, if you will, because the kings, they're like quite powerful. They rule over everybody. And for some of you Capricorn, during this time here, you may also be feeling quite in love. Okay, you may be feeling very lovely, like you wanna feel the love of your special someone. You wanna shower them with love and affection as well. And if you are a Capricorn that does work that deals with creativity, your creativity, especially during this full moon time, are very creative anyways. It's a full moon in Aquarius, mind you, and Aquarius is a sign that's very cerebral. Aquarius, they're very career oriented. They're like deep thinkers, right? They're the psychologists, if you will, right? The philosophers in some ways. So they're like water energy, but also they're air energy, but quite watery, right? They can be very intuitive, Aquarius. They know how to tap into that emotion. So this full moon here, and we know the full moons are already like deep and feeling and intuition, like on the high drive anyways. So I feel like for you Cappies, you're really feeling all that energy, and you're taking it on with a badge of honor. You're not shying away from it. Okay, and the magician here is that that is something you manifested. You wanted that for yourself. Okay, yes, you are very grounded. Yes, as a Capricorn, you are very driven career wise, you know, ruled by Saturn. And we have Saturn in Taurus here with that seven of pentacles. Work. You know, the work is very important. And here you're manifesting something else. Like you taking a little break from all the going, either to start something new or to I just got restarting. For some of you, it's something else you want to restart in a new way. Okay, something that was already there that you're trying to restart with a fresh perspective. Okay, perhaps bring it to a new audience. And I'm really getting a lot of creativity here. This message is especially for those that are like in the creative world. I'm getting here, and you're really putting a lot of work into it with that Seven of Pentacles. You've planned it. You've set the foundation. You planted the seeds, and now you're just watching it grow, right? And understanding that the work has not stopped yet. It's not time to finish the work yet. Not to finish the work. It's not time to put the tools down yet, if you will, right? It's not time to put your brush down. It's not time to dry out that canvas completely or to frame it. The work continues on, but yet you understand the importance of taking stock of where you are, how far have you gone, to see what else needs to be done. But we're working towards it. And as a Capricorn, even though you manifested it, you're playing your own magician in your own world right now, using all the resources available to you, your mind, your intellect, of course, your creativity, passion, right? Your deep sense of intuition, if you will. And of course, your material resources, money, right? Tools, the things that are available to you, the people that are available to you. You using all of this to manifest that new beginning, to manifest that dream, to manifest that. And for some of you, it might be a not just a career in the arts here. For some of you, it may very well be like a relationship. You are doing all of this, but you're doing the work. You're not just thinking it, visualizing it. You are actually ready and getting your hands dirty and doing the work, okay? And that's what's so beautiful here. And I haven't even taken any clarification for you, Capricorn. But what do we have here? We have the world. We have the world facing. And look at this. I pull up the world. What's underneath it is the Ace of Wands. Truly, something new is starting here. There's a new spark of life. You're being offered here by the world, by the universe, right? By the divine. There's something here that's gonna bring you closer to that ultimate self that you want to be, right? To your self-actualization, if you will, okay? To closer to your what in more alignment with your higher self. That's what I'm looking for here. These are the words I'm looking for. Forgive me, Capricorn. You are the first sign. It's like the words are still warming up and coming out. And I want to get some clarification for you on the Magician. Let's see what you are. What are you manifesting here, Capricorn? Okay. What are you creating here? What are you bringing forth? What are you giving birth to right now with your own mind and will and power and intuition? What are you creating? Some clarification on the Magician for Capricorn spirit. Some clarification for the Magician card for Capricorn. Okay, we have a flipper in the deck. The Knight of Wands. Yes, you see fire energy for you again. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands here is telling you you're manifesting that thing fast. It's something you're very passionate about. Okay, okay. Something else wants to come. Another wand. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Success is guaranteed on this path. You're manifesting something that's gonna bring you victory. And also the Six of Wands is a card of getting a lot of accolades, okay? From your community, in your field, from the people in your field, right? It's recognition you're going to receive here with whatever you're studying new. And yes, there is a lot of creativity here involved. There is a lot of creativity here involved, and it's almost like your success is guaranteed here. Your success is guaranteed here after you've put on the work. Because the thing with the Six of Wands, sometimes we see him coming back from battle, right? He's still bruised. He has not even gotten his rest yet, and he's on this horse and he's riding in town, and everyone is waving, the flags and stuff to say, yeah, yeah, you, good job, thank you for saving us, for fighting for us and whatnot. So here we have that Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands. So literally the knights, yes, they're messengers, but they're also the warriors, right? They are shipped out. They get orders from the kings to go to battle, to go bring that communication, to go settle that dead, whatever it is that's going on, that duel, if you will. So that we have the Knight and the Six. It's like whatever battle, whatever communication need to happen, whatever it is that you're getting starting here, that you're passionate about, it's you are victorious. You're gonna be victorious about it, Capricorn, during this time. Let's get some clarification on the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, some clarification on the Knight of Cups for Capricorn spirit. Clarification on the Knight of Cups. I don't even really need clarification on the Knight of Cups because it's very clear here. Look where it falls. The King of and the whole time I'm saying Knight of Cups, this is the card I'm trying to clarify, right? Our first card, the King of Cups. And before I could finish my sentence, as in, I don't even need clarification on that King of Cups because I could feel it. This is you getting, this is your energy. Look what just fell down on it. King of Cups, being clarified by the King of Cups. This is when spirits say, I said what I said. I just love it. So the King of Cups clarifying the King of Cups. Yeah, this isn't it you. This is your energy here, Capricorn. You are really finding your mojo here, okay? You're really finding the balance between work and play, between love and how to receive love and how to give love. Look at this, the Four of Wands. There's a will. I mean, you truly get, there's like a soulmate relationship happening here. You manifested your true love into your life, Capricorn. Whether if it's a job, something new you're studying, you really manifested that. Oh my goodness, the Four of Wands is the honeymoon card, okay, folks? The Four of Wands is the card of like the four pillars, one, like, two on one side. That's 11. That's a confirmation. There's like soulmate energy here during this full moon. If there's been somebody you've been wanting to profess your love to, Capricorn, during this time, that's going to happen. You're really going to show up for your own emotionality, for your own feelings, the truth of your own feelings, the depth of your own feelings, will mature and in also feeling way. That's the best I can put it, okay? You're going to allow that heart chakra to open. And for some of you, you're really going to experience it in almost a magical way, that opening of your heart chakra. Let's get some clarification on that Seven of Pentacles. If this is a love situation for some of you, just know that this is the beginning of a wonderful, beautiful love story that perhaps for some of you have already started, but that's like a new beginning to it. And yes, the nitty-gritty, the daily living is gonna keep going on, right? The work is gonna keep going, but that beginning here is just going to be set like with fireworks. It's gonna be magical. Okay, we have our clarification. You see, strength. The love is already there. The love is already there. The love has already been manifested. What's required here for the two of you, and both of you are King of Cups, okay? Both of you are in the highest level in your feelings. What's required here is strength to be patient. There's a tone of patience with that Seven of Pentacles as well. It's almost like, let me bring it up so you guys can see. Sometimes with the Seven of Pentacles, it can be that person, I planted my seeds, I've watered them, I've been watching them grow, like he's just sitting there waiting, watching them grow, almost impatiently waiting for the rewards to come, right? After doing all this hard work, right? So there's a sense of that. With that, and here we have the Hangman asking for a different perspective, perhaps a different way of doing things, a different way of working out this relationship, the daily, the nitty-gritty, the actual work of the relationship, the decisions that need to be made. Where are we going to live? What kind of car are we gonna drive? Are we gonna have kids? How are we gonna separate the duties, okay, of the household, the finances? Are we both going to work? Is someone's gonna stay at home, especially if kids are involved? And here we have the Strength card that came first to clarify that Seven of Pentacles. That is finding your strength, okay, to do the things that are necessary here. And for some of you, yes, patience is needed, very much so. Patience is needed, and you're going to receive it because this is a major arcana card, clarifying this minor arcana, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is how it's going to go. It might seem a little bit slow, right? The Pentacles cards are slow moving energy anyways. They're earthly, 3D energy, earthy energy here. It's slow moving. Yes, we're watching it go, watching it go. We know this love. We've professed our love, right? That we manifested, and we feel victorious in it, knowing that person feels the same way. Now, what happens next? What happens next? What happens next? And now this is when patience is needed. This is when it's very much necessary for the two of you to find a new way of relating to each other, okay, of relating it to each other in a way that requires strength, but it's kind of like a quiet strength. Like Angelic Karma always say, wherever there's the strength card, we also have the devil is lurking somewhere. Like we see that red tongue here coming from that creature, whatever it may be. It looks kind of like a I can't tell what it is, tell it the truth, some kind of reptile or some sea animal. But what's necessary here is to temper. Perhaps for some of you, if it's impatient, that's a bad habit. If it's the way you communicate with each other, that's not the nicest way, in the past. If it's some kind of addiction, some kind of codependency, if it's the way you guys spend money, because the Pentacles also talk about resources, okay, money and finances, work-life balance, whatever it is, that's that negative energy. It's gonna be very necessary to work on that, okay? The work continues on. That's how it started, and you need to continue working to make this relationship work. The love is here, the feelings are here, the deep intuition and wanting and having all the resources here to make it work. And the victory is almost assured if you use the tools that are available to you to make it work, right? To come to a successful completion of this cycle. But it's going to require great strength and effort and patience, okay? And a new way of seeing it, a new way of dealing with the way you of connecting and relating with each other. And let's grab a Women's Oracle card for you, Cappies. This is very promising here, okay? At the bottom, romantic feelings. That's what we've been talking about. Feelings. That's what I feel here. There's like an abundance of feelings. And it's like people honoring those feelings, not feeling like shy about it. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yes, indeed. And the card that came out for you is retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. It's interesting because we have the world card here at the bottom. It's time to disconnect from the world. And look here, it's not just for you. It's for the two of you. We literally have a couple in basically wedding gowns here, and in the four of wands, that's usually how it's depicted as well. And even here you can see they have a canopy in the background and the two of them are front. It's the card of that's why we call it the card of the honeymoon. We see this couple in their wedding gown walking away from the party towards the canopy where the ceremony took place, almost like they're on their way to the honeymoon, and the rest of the parties is partying. And even here in that Deviant Moon Tarot, there's a sense of it, and how the head here creates the heart, right? And here it's like the two of them walking away, going into the forest, right? Retreating. It seems like for some of you, in the case of romantic relationship, it's very important that, especially if there was people, there were a lot of outsiders and distractions coming into the relationship, people that had a lot of say into the way your relationship was going, especially when things were bad. It's very important to close your ears and to remove yourself a little bit from all the chit chats, from all any kind of distractions, to reconnect to reconnect just the two of you, okay? To take some time apart, a vacation, especially if you've been away from each other. Because with the World card, it very much can be that you guys are separated. It's two people that are have a great distance, because the world card, it's not like, you're not living together, kind of like being across the world from each other, right? One of you is in the Middle East, is in Asia, and the other one is in Europe, is in, the Americas. This is kind of the world card here, right? Travels, airplane is necessary to get to each other. She's literally flying through the sky. And yes, for some of you that may be the case. There's gonna be traveling happening. One of you or the two of you are gonna meet with each other. Somebody's gonna have to travel for that reconnection to happen, okay? For you guys to have a little retreat, just the two of you away from the world, together. And the world card can also mean communication. But regardless, whether it's travel, it's communication, you manifested something here, a great love, and it's both of you. And both of you are gonna start honoring that feeling. You're gonna come to each other on a real level-headed way. You're going to approach it, and that love is gonna be discussed. That this intense feelings, it's not going to be like so much passionate as it's gonna be real and authentic. Okay, two people meet at the meeting of hearts and mind and spirit. That's what I'm getting for you, Cappies. And this is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. Let's get some more spiritual message for you, Capricorn. Spirit, what message you have? Oh, okay. At the bottom, we have Mountain Messengers. Messages are coming through for you here, Cappies. Okay, for some of you, communication needs to happen. Reconnecting needs to happen. Expressing of each other feelings needs to happen. Invitation, number 60. And this, I'm going to read from the book for you guys, okay? Number 60, which is 60, gets you to a 6. And 6 is the Lover's card in the tarot. And here we go. Other dimensions. This card represents a doorway, portal, or stargate within this vision. You may travel to other dimensions of time and space, places that may not even exist in third-dimensional reality. Giving yourself permission to explore is the first step. Giving yourself permission to explore is the first step. A deep connection with spirit and the ability to ground yourself solidly is the next essential measure. Gathering your courage to leave the security of the known and venture forth is the third. This card, did I miss the second? Giving yourself permission to explore is the first step. A deep connection with spirit and the ability to ground yourself solidly is the next essential measure. Gathering your courage to leave the security of the known and venture forth is the third. This card also depicts two guardian figures who will act as guides and protect you on your journey. Go forward and experience the wonders of the all that is. And I'm so sorry I was tripping on my words here, Capricorn. But for me, and I'm going to watch this reading again. I told you my moon is in Capricorn. And that's one of the reasons I'm starting this reading first for you in honor of my moon in Capricorn. But the whole time I'm reading this, and yes, I know exactly what they're talking about. The reason I have to go and watch this message again is because there's a message in there for me. And I'm thinking about that world card. Doorway, portal, gateway. What do we have here in that world card? This is someone entering a portal, a new vortex, a new gateway, isn't it? It's time for you to travel in different time and space. And especially for those of you that this is a romantic situation, I feel like you've connected with each other. Even when you're apart from each other, you're still connecting through space and time with each other. You may not understand it, and one or both of you may be in denial of it, but you know it. You have that deep knowing that you both are able to do that. Do you know what I mean, Capricorn? For those of you that this message is for, you will know exactly what I mean. You may not understand it, how it happens. You may have been in denial about it, but you know you connect on a level that's deeper than just the 3D reality of touching and feeling. That's why this meeting that's going to happen, that deep um, reconnecting of feelings, of heart, mind, and spirit that's about to happen for you guys right here, right now, during this full moon time, extending to into that third week of August. It's not going to be shocking to you, and it's not gonna be something that's of passion per se. It's gonna be something that is very, it's gonna be very, 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 very spiritual. First is the grounding. You gotta ground yourself. Giving yourself permission to explore is the first step, they said. I'm sorry. The first step is giving yourself permission to explore. I felt like you've been exploring already, both of you. A deep connection with spirit and the ability to ground yourself is the next. And the most essential third step, gathering your courage to leave the security of the known and venture forth. That's where you are right now, Capricorn. For the vast majority of you, you've already have those first two steps. What you're about to enter during this time, in this third week, is that third step. Gathering your courage to leave the security of the known and venture forth. That's why we have that strength card. And that's why we have that hangman. New perspective. Being able to enter that world upside down and to be completely okay with that. And strengthen faith. Because you know, those two guardian angels that are showing on this oracle deck here, they are with you. You are being guided. You are not alone. You are protected. And yes, you are. Go forth and experience the wonders of the all that is, of the divine, of the one that was before there was, of the God of all gods, of the Creator. Go forth and experience the wonders of God. And there's no greater, better way, especially as earthly beings, to experience that wonder of God, folks, than to really feel the deep love, deep, unconditional love. That's why they say humans, we cannot love unconditionally. Only God can. Because God is love. Love is God. Love is the highest vibration there is. Even if you can push yourself to get a little bit closer, 5% closer to the heart space, to get that heart chakra open, to really feel. Perhaps it's for one particular somebody. And for some of you, it may be for the world. Our world is very sick right now and needs all the positive energy and all our love in the little ways that we can. You're about to experience something very magical, Capricorn. Something very spiritual. And for some of you, it's a turnaround that your life will never be the same again. And it's all for the better. And I am so grateful, eternally grateful, that I'm called on this journey, on this path, that I can communicate with you. I can hear the messages and pass them along for those of you that need to hear it. And I truly do hope that these messages, that you get some insights out of it, you get something out of it. That's the whole purpose. And especially during this time, the energy is so potent here. And Capricorn, I'm sending you so much love. Go forth and experience the beauty of love, of God, of the divine. Okay, come back next week, and I'm doing personal reading. If you're interested, go in the description. And I also do long distance Reiki. Just send me an email so we can make arrangements and discuss. And come back next week for the next set of reading. And remember, as always, love is indeed the only answer. Bye, Cappies.